everyone. Hi, everybody. Hi, Debs. Hi, Squidgy. I thought I'd do a live. I was going to do one earlier, but I fell asleep. So I've had a shower and I thought I'd come on just for half an hour before I go to bed. I'm tired today. I'm so tired this week. Things have, not got me down, but they've really played on my mind a bit, Hi, CC. Debs, Squidgy, CC. I'll try to keep up. Sidonia, hi. What's the weather been like, Squidgy? It's been raining here all day, really hasn't stopped. I was hoping to see a video of Chantal at the gym because they were both going to the gym today, weren't they? Foodie and Salah. I wonder if they did. Hi, Polly. I always get the urge to sing, Polly, put the kettle on. I'm so predictable. So I've set my alarms last night. And then I was awake thinking they're going to go off in a minute. I know they are. I know I haven't done anything properly. But I did. It was all right. Sunny. Yeah, it's been raining all day. Yeah, everything's all right. Thanks, Polly. I'm just tired. I think, even though you think things don't get to you, and they haven't gotten to me in that way, but I am tired. I am really tired. No, I don't think she'll go to the gym. Mind you, that picture I posted earlier where she went to the one wearing a dress pants and a shirt. Gilly Witchy. What? Mind your own business. Obsessed. Why don't you go to the other channels that stream every day? 5, 6, 7 times a day and nothing else at all on their videos. So why don't you just mind your own business? How about that then? Yeah, things will get better. And by the way, Gilly Witch, I don't go around threatening people's lives. Do mind your own business. If you want to be here speaking, then watch your mouth or your fingers, whichever. Yeah, people can post what they want. Many channels post upwards of 6 videos a day, don't they? There's nothing else on their channel but food. She ought to be grateful because she'd get no views at all if it wasn't for the reactions. None. She, she wants reactions because that's how she stirs up controversy, and building a channel on what she's built it on is how she brings in the money. I did watch a couple of days ago the initial video of Allah Sahib, and I listened to him properly. And if you listen to him carefully, it does make sense what he's saying. Doesn't mean to say I like him because I don't, but I think they're all scammers. But you don't like her one bit? Well, there you go then. If Oh, right, you don't like me getting upset by her. Well, I think you'd be upset if you'd had the emails I've had. It's funny how they've not come. There's been none since last Saturday. Yeah, any attention, good or bad. Yeah, I did as well, Sidonia. It's a bit far-fetched. Well, a hobby. I must admit, as I say, there's other things that I want to do, like popcorn, next week maybe. It's just that things overtook me. Habibi, hello. I'm fine, thank you. Had my shower. I'm all ready for bed with a nice tape. There's a channel called Unlock Your Life, and what's the name now? The person who does it, can't remember her name offhand, but she does some fantastic meditation videos, and I find them so relaxing. Oh yeah, Gilly Ritchie, she loves to go tit for tat. Yeah, we've got to do popcorn, and we will next week. We'll concentrate on him next week. Touch wood, there's not going to be anything else that comes through to me. There's been nothing this last week. It's Ramadan, remember. Rocky Go About's made a good point about who she thought it might be, and it was somebody who I hadn't even entered my school of thought. Hi, Kelly, UK. Kelly from the UK. So I was saying that I watched Allah's video properly and quietly without just listening to a reaction channel, and he made a lot of sense what he was saying. That Salah was his brother. That's how he considered him. Yeah, she's failed. And he wanted him to come to his senses, that Chantal paid him so many thousands when he got here. Hi, Dot. So many thousands when she got here, and that's why he gave up his job, because he's on the payroll now. It's his job, what he's doing, more than a husband, if he is a husband. It's his job, and he has to cater, he has to be there for her. He's on call like a valet would be in Buckingham Palace. So he's on call. Hi, mermaid. And he's going to get a lump sum payment at some point. So whether that's at the end, when it all comes to an end, I don't know. He's going to get no, it definitely was Habibi. Not saying no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that whoever went through the site, Nomen Nesio, she was telling them what to do. Everything's done at her behest. Nothing is done without her agreement. Like, this is one thing Missy Miller said that's truthful, that she's got people, she pays people to do her dirty work. Yeah, she's lazy. He wanted well, he wants paperwork. He wants paperwork. He wants to go to Canada, regardless of what they say. And he wants YouTube money. Hi, Ravishing. Yeah, it was definitely her. Yeah, Allah's been silent since all that with Murad. Yeah. So full of belong. No, that's true, yeah. But she will say what she wants, she'll say, "This is bothering me, let's, do something about this." And she gets idiots to do her dirty work for her. She will tell them the gist of what she wants to say and sign it off. And there you go. I hope so, Dot. 480 million is that there's not that many surely. And he ends up with her. Maybe that's his karma. Sidonia, yes, but I think Foodie likes to have other people involved as well, so it's not gonna be traced directly back to her. It's gonna be a convoluted way of doing things, you know? But it all goes back to her regardless of who else is involved. It all goes back to her. And a telling thing was that she came on, didn't she, onto my channel and said that she's had emails from someone saying they were going to take care of me, or did she want them to take care of me and they would do things to me, that she had emails saying that. So, hijinks. So I asked her to post them. If she's had emails, to post them and let us see them. He's taken on more than he can chew, Gilliwitcher, definitely. Yeah, Salah has brought his family into disrepute, I'm afraid. Hello, Angela. Well, I'd like to see those emails, Habibi, if she's had them. I'd like to see them. Why doesn't she post them? And presumably, she's got the name of the person who sent them. So come on, give us the name. Why not? No, she won't turn anything over, Mermaid, probably because she hasn't got anything. I don't know. She's a compulsive liar. That's why, it's all gaslighting. If you try to go down one avenue with her and believe it, you're going to find you're going to come to a great big chunk of concrete and it's going to bounce you back the other way. You can't believe the things she says. Well, I hope so, Sidonia. But as I say, the police are involved now, so it's up to them what they do. I haven't yet contacted YouTube, but I'm going to. And the alarm system's in place. I'm having to pay. It's not a one-off payment, what I've got. It's a one-off payment for installing, but it's a monthly payment now. So every time that comes out my account, I'll remember her. That's right, Habibi. She's never had emails from somebody saying they're going to take care of FFG or anybody else. Why has she had emails about me? Why? I'm a very small channel and I'm not all about her. Sometimes when things happen, yeah, I do, because it's amusing and because we all like to have a laugh. But hi, Lynn. She's a playground bully, Bex, yeah. Well, yes, so we'll point the finger back at her. But, all of the emails can be found if the police go down that route and they want the emails, they're going to get the emails. Yes, I think so. I think she's lying. Nobody would have emailed her to say that. Why all of a sudden has she come out to say, "Oh, hi, Anne"? It's never Anne, is it? It's tea and dust or some other insults. Hi, Anne. I've had emails too saying they're going to take care of you and they're going to do things to you. Well, show them then. And Caroline, one of my subs, has said she's had an email from she couldn't say the name of the site. She said, who did she say it was? Norma or somebody. And then I think she meant Noman, I don't know. So did she get an email? I don't know. Don't say you've gotten emails as in foodie, if you haven't, to throw people off the scent, because it's just going to make you look ultra bad. Hello, Lydia. Yeah, she'd show them if it was true. Hello, Jane. I mean, I debated on whether to show them, and then I thought, well, show them. You're not going to let them get the better of you, so just show them. People need to know what's going on. I don't know, is it, Lynn? Well, I certainly didn't mean in the nursing way. Yeah, I think I did, Polly. I do now. I think I did the right thing. They're in the same drawer as a marriage certificate. Hi, cowboy dog. Dee Dee looks horrendous, doesn't she? She's lost a lot of weight, and apparently they've been saying things about Gary as well, saying that he deserved the abuse he got as a child. How can you say that a child deserved abuse? You've showed your true colours, Dee Dee, there. Yes, Jag Girl, she's trying to distance herself from it by saying she's got emails. How predictable is that? It's as clear as day why she said it. Prove me wrong, Foodie. Post the emails with your email address. Nada and Dee Dee, I think whatever it is that they're taking has addled their brains. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it because I heard that she'd said something, so I went through the video. And I knew which video it was because he had that striped red shirt on, didn't he? And somebody asking Cokie if they wanted them to take care of business. What is this take care of people that people are saying? I used to think, yeah, you are maybe wiser than me. I thought that she was a bit of a snake going after. I've got antihistamines, by the way. I'm a lot better than I was the other day. I thought she was a bit of a snake going after Nada when he was with Foodie. But what have I missed, Bex? Yeah, fancy saying that, Bex. Did they want them to take care? Who was that? They were going to take care of Gary. First year, Polly, it's the first year ever I've had hay fever. My kids do. Not badly, but they do. She does. She looks ill. She's got bruising. She had a bruise on her neck, didn't she? I don't think that was like a love bite. It was more like a munch and a broken wrist or hand. Hi, Mina and Lucy's mama. Everybody loves Squidgy's name. Hi, Aussie Grandma. They're a whole crew, yeah. Stick them all on a lifeboat that has got holes in the bottom. Hi, Fancy May. But I thought she was just after Nada, which was a bit of a mean thing to do because he was with her. Yes, Nada did say that, didn't he? That he tears necks out with his teeth. I'm a wicked Aussie Grandma. At least, you know, when I say things like that, I don't wish anybody, you know, to be at death's door or anything like that. But I really think that they do. They do. They would wish it. Hi, Dark. Sorry, my love, I missed you. Sorry. Hi, Landon. Oh, no. Oh, yes, prayers for you. Stomach flu, that's the worst. Gastric. Make sure you take lots of liquids and electrolytes. Hi, coffee artist. I got some new clothes to show you. I said that to you as well, didn't I? And they're new because I haven't worn them because I've still got the tags on from a couple of years ago. So I need to do that. Yeah, get to bed with a hot water bottle, Landon. It's horrible. Your kids changed, you know. Oh, is that true? Smelling alcohol gel. But going back to Dee Dee, she doesn't deserve that though, does she? She just chose the wrong man and she's going downhill fast. Hi, Valium. Hello, Annie. Oh, how lovely, Lydia. Yeah, I love sundresses. I can't really wear them anymore because, you know, your arms get a bit not so firm and everything when you get older, unless you're really fanatically at the gym. At the gym. Yes, I will. I've got quite a lot to show you. I did show some a couple of months ago, and they were like the dresses from the 30s, original dresses, very fragile. I showed them, and 50s. Your arms are kind of jiggly. I used to love my arms because they're really firm and everything from all the jogging and stuff I used to do. Thanks, Cece. Dramamine for nausea. Ginger as well is good, isn't it? Yeah, Amina and Lucy's mum. I will. Yeah, they're lovely though, Lydia. They're lovely. And there's one dress, a black one, that's like really fragile material, and it looks as if if you go like that to it, it's going to fall apart. But it's a bit stronger than that. I think I'd only be able to wear it a couple of times. You need to lift weights. Get some. I was going to say milk bottles, milk cartons. No, I didn't, Lydia. I have worn um 50s dresses and that, but and 40s styles, but the original ones I haven't worn them. All the damn shopping. Yeah. So I get mine delivered now. It's terrible really that what things that you can't do as you get older. That's why I won't have a chairlift because I think I've said it before, you use it or you lose it. So at least 3 times a day I'm up and down 4 flights of stairs. Swimming's excellent. I haven't been swimming for ages. They have now. I don't know where. whether where anybody else is, they have days, mornings set aside for when Muslim women can go swimming, when they, no men or anything there, so they can go swimming in peace. Oh, you only see your husbands at weekends and you don't drive? M&S, they've got some new stuff in, haven't they? Some new summer stuff, spring stuff for the home and to wear. Alf and I used to go there every week or every other week to Marks's of a Thursday. Hi, Mary. We used to go to Marks's, and Alf always used to get himself something nice. He used to see me looking at him. Anything you want? And of course there was. Yeah, I do. You can't beat Marks's, I don't think. Mary's saying hello to everybody in the chat. The other thing I noticed as well was just before I came on tonight, I thought, I wonder what the Pete's is doing. And I don't watch him because I can't. He sits there with his arms folded and he waits for somebody to say something to upset him. And then it's, well, you. I can't put up with it. But I watched a little bit, and the shooting, those children in Tennessee, how terrible. Yeah, his training's supposed to be. He is his cringe mermaid. Boring. He had a title up, if I just sat here saying nothing for 2 hours, would you watch me? And I thought, well, you do. You do sit there for 2 hours saying nothing, watching the super chats rolling. You just come out with an expletive now and again. But this shooting, where there was it 3 children who were killed, and it was a trans man. Was it? Don't take me word for word because I don't know, but he looked at it briefly. So he made it all about the trans purple person that, people are saying it's because they're trans, and he was going on about that. Well, forget about that. Put that to one side and show some respect for the people who've lost their lives. He's an arse, he is, really. It is terrible, Mary. Is Lana here? Hi, Lana. What do you mean, Gilly Ritchie, that he's not quite the full shilling? Is that what you mean? That's very nice of you, Mary. Peace and love always. No, I think Pete's. Oh, right. Oh, Landon was Lana. Look after yourself, Lana. Yeah, because her kid changed her name. But he made it all about this trans person. Regardless of who fired the gun, somebody fired the gun and people lost their life, Hoodie, like Gilly Ritchie said, always gets a man who does need something, either money or citizenship, who needs something, or emotional support, like Pete's. Because she's not going to get anybody. It isn't a size. There's a lot of people, big women, who've got somebody. Look at Candy Fox. Genuinely nice people who've got a significant other in their life. Yeah, mermaid, that's what it is. They don't wanna live anymore, and they don't wanna go on their own. Um, so, she'll get people who they're in need of something, and as with Salah, from what Allah was saying when I watched his yes, she abuses them. That video the other day where she was saying, "I'm gonna leave," and she was crying, and somebody said, "Where's Salah?" And she said, "I don't know. He's not here. Guess he's not supporting me." And then shortly after, somebody was coming in the door and she pulled her face, at the camera, as I would say, "He's here." It worked. And he went into the bedroom and got the hamster's cage and brought it out to her. And then a little bit later on, she was making out as though he was in the bedroom. He wasn't. She'd already said that he wasn't there. Manipulation, Deb, yeah. Too much of her own way as a child. I mean, she'd probably say that she had a hard childhood. But if her childhood was difficult, it's because she was literally, what's that film that they've done remakes of? The Bad Seed, it's called. Hi, Gita. Is it Gita? Am I saying it correctly? Or Gita? Yeah, into an agreement whereby he got 9,000 according to Allah up front. And then she's paying him so much every few weeks because she's his employer now, unofficially. And then there's going to be a lump sum payment at the end. She is in way over her head. She hasn't thought it through, has she? What does she think the end's going to be? Maybe she thinks he's going to fall in love with her over the duration. Yeah, she had 3 women in her life. She had a grandmother, Bex, a grandmother and mom, and her auntie. But each of them felt guilt. Her mum felt guilty for palming her off on her grandma when she couldn't cope with her anymore. Her grandma felt guilty when she couldn't cope anymore, sending her back to her mum. Her aunt was just a mate who she runs around with. And they all called her cutie. So she grew up believing it. Hi, Demelza. No, 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 Gilly Richie, that's fine. It's just like Squidgy said sometimes, you don't always get what people mean when you type. You don't, because you can't see the facial expressions or anything. So, no, you're fine. And we've had some weirdos in here as well. Mostly nice, though. Majority, 99.9% positive. Why would she say that she's an only child? She's got a sister, Chantal, like with a mum. She's also got 2 half brothers, her dad, but she's never met them. Very jealous of her sister. Is that the sort of hospital she was in, Lynn? I know that they had problems with her. And if you listen as well to Shannon, the things that Shannon has said, it makes you wonder why Shannon was ever a friend of hers, because she was horrendous. Hi, Roses. Well, they certainly didn't help her, the hospitals, did they, Lynn? But I think hi, Kai Bear. I think, Lydia, if I'd have been the sister and I knew that I'd been put in a tumble dryer at the age of 2 by my older sister, I think I'd be a bit wary of her. I keep thinking, Gilly Ritchie, you know, not keep thinking, but I sometimes I think that maybe, um, this Muslim kick that she's on, maybe it will turn out to be real, and she will want to live that way, and therefore she will become a little bit more stable in her life. But I think that's probably been a bit optimistic. Yeah, she was cruel to Shannon, and she blasted Shannon's information on the internet also. And Shannon, she said Shannon did the same to her, but Shannon only wanted to help because of what was going on with Nada. Dee Dee's got nobody to help her. She's got nobody, has she? Her friend, who Nada wanted, Shoo Shoo, I doubt if she's around any longer. Yeah, Gilly Ritchie, yeah. I know more about it. And I, knew a lot. Obviously, I it isn't a religion that I would concede to or anything. But I met a lot of nice Muslim people when I was there. And two of them now, they live quite close to me in Edgbaston part of Birmingham. See them occasionally, only occasionally. We've all got old, but we've sort of seen each other maybe once or twice a year, so we've noticed it gradually. No. Yeah, symbiotic type of learning with no effort. I didn't realise till the other day that those blue couches are actually the ones that are placed on the floor, like the ones at the camping, so she can't break the frames. Because according to Ella, she's broke a couple of couches and she's broken two beds. How terrible, really. So the beds need to be propped up with bricks, I would imagine. Yeah, Dee Dee's mum's money. Yeah, they're getting through that, I bet. And we can't say it definitively, but Dee Dee's got charge of all the finances, apparently. I might come on tomorrow and show you a couple of dresses anyway, because I think that'll be a refreshing change, and we must do popcorn next week. I know, Lydia. He said her mum had $750,000. See, he shouldn't even know that. That's personal business. That's nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. So because of that, and the apartment and Dee Dee's pension, he really she's a better option than Foodie. Can't you see it, Dee Dee? What he's doing? Can't you see it? Yeah, she's a fool telling him. Dee Dee, you could get, if you wanted a man in your life, ask yourself why. You could go through life, have all your friends back again, friends who are probably keeping out of your way now, crossing the road if they see you. You could have respect on YouTube. If you got rid of him, you could have a decent channel going. You could have your own job. You could have your apartment back. You wouldn't be living in fear of somebody beating you up every night. And if you wanted a man in your life, you could have one. a nice man, a decent man. Yes, Squidgy, I think so too. He's got a hooked on drugs. I mean, yeah, he's made it clear, Nada has, because Dee Dee can't have children. Who would want to have children with that reprobate? Please, don't let him be able to procreate. No, no. She's got to get clean first. Isn't that terrible? And yet until she got with him, maybe she did take things and maybe she did do things, but she also held down a job and she was looking after her mum properly, not fleecing her, if that's what's happening. Really? Her hand's healed? It looked broken to me. What would you do, Gilly Witch? I often think that, if you was like their mother or their sister and you wanted to do something, but what could you do? Because they're grown adults. Yeah, she was really bad, Hobbs, with what she was saying about Gary. Really bad. And she was saying, I don't care because he said this about you. See, I only go in and I can't stand to watch them. I admit it all the way through. I go in and I get these snippets that show the true selves. Yeah, Jamalza. You need one of those panic rooms, Gilly Witchy. The ones that you can't get out of. Hello, Margaret. Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you. Yes, Bex. So do I. She's looking, how old is she? 48. You can't do those things at 48. When I was in Saudi, right, and it was a party that we'd all gone to. It was at British Aerospace, and I remember. And they were smoking whatever it was they were smoking. They'd made a cake of it as well. And I didn't smoke and I didn't want to take anything. It frightens me to take even medication I've got now. I don't take any more than I actually absolutely desperately need. I don't take it. I'll cut it right down. But somebody passed me. You listen to this. This is the truth. And it was like an OXO cube. It was an OXO cube, as far as I was concerned, or the equivalent of an OXO cube wherever you live. And they said, just take a bite of that, and I took a bite of it. I don't remember anything else. I was flat out. I went outside apparently, and I collapsed, and somebody had to put me to bed, and I was out until the next day. So I guess that was cannabis or something that I bit into, and that's what it did to me. Just that bit that I bit into and swallowed. Did you, Gilly Witchy? Hashish, is that what it would have been? Oh, life insurance plays a big part. I've often wondered that whether he's got the insurance on Chantal, but I don't think anybody would insure her. Hello, Beagle Mama. No, that was a long time ago. That was like 30 odd years ago in Saudi. So, Gilly Witch, have you got one of those watches? What do you call them? I got them for my kids. really good ones that give you everything. Everything you want to know is on those watches. That's brilliant. Well, even I managed to walk with the broken bones in my back. It's slowly. I can't run like I used to. I used to run half marathons. And like I said, that I would run before work in the morning on my own, like in daylight. But overnight, when I was training, I would run at night. I would wait until very late. I'd wait until after the pubs had turned out and people had gotten home, and then I would go out. But Alf would follow me in the car. And the one night he was following me in the car, and a police car stopped him. A police car stopped him, and I was carrying on running down the road. And he shouted, Anne, Anne. I had to run all the way back. And the policeman said, is this man with you? And I said to my husband, yeah, he's just making sure I'm safe. So they thought he was following me. Hi, Mary, you come back. Yeah, it's a good community here, Beagle Mama. And this week was supposed to be, or a couple of days, was going to be dedicated to Popcorn Sutton. And of course, it didn't happen, did it? You tore your Achilles heel. I bet that was sore. Yeah, I've got my cuppa, Beagle Mama. I always let it go cold. I've drunk more tea this week. So if anybody wants something to relax them, a tape when to go to sleep to, look for that channel. What I said to you, Unlock My Life. I can't think of her name now. The woman who Sarah, her name is. Did you, Deb, in the early morning? That's a good idea to notify the police. Yeah, I never even thought of that. Hi, Jisoo. No, it's not bad for 58. Yeah, it's Unlock Your Life, and it's Sarah who does the meditations normally. Yorkshire tea is lovely. Yeah, I've got. Is it Yorkshire I've got at the moment? I think it is. Yeah, it is Yorkshire tea, but Tetley's good as well. I've been to Colorado Springs. You've got that statue there somewhere, haven't you? Of I can't remember now. Of a cowboy on his horse, famous. I went there briefly. This hay fever shouldn't go on of an evening, should it? No pollen flying about now. You're on decaffeinated, Squidgy. Can't you tell the difference, though? I've tried the decaffeinated coffee, but not the decaffeinated tea. Achilles tendon, I've heard, is pretty bad if you do strain that. Hello, Lindsay. No, it's never affected me, coffee. And tea, I like my tea strong, so you can almost stand the spoon up in it, you know, with very little milk. I don't wash my hair out every day. I wash it 3 times a week now, every other day, my hair. But this is the first year ever I've had hay fever. Never had it before. So my son's coming tomorrow, lunchtime. We're having lunch together, and he's cooking because he's got to show me how to use the air fryer that he bought for me. Oh no, watery milky tea. Oh no. Oh, your husband's had it for the first time as well, Squidgy. I wonder if it's what they're spraying the crops with. Yeah, well, I've got some antihistamines now, and they make me tired. Air fried chicken. Oh no, I like strong tea. And Alf used to like strong tea. So when anybody used to come, you know, so they used to have this tea and they used to look at it. So he used to put a milk jug there and sugar so they could help themselves. Yeah, I'm not. This is the very first time I've ever been affected. My kids get it, but I didn't. Raw honey demelza and nettle tea. I've got loads of different teas downstairs. I'll have to have a look and see what I've got. Well, CC, everybody, each of my kids have told me about the air fryers, how good they are. And I was thinking of getting one and thinking of getting one. And then my son just came in and presented me with one a few weeks ago, but I haven't used it yet. Oh, Beagle Mama. Honey from the area that I'm living in. I'd get it from one of the farms, wouldn't I? Fresh honey. I probably could have got it out my bedroom upstairs because I had a honeybees here, and the window had been open, and because the garden is south facing, um, these bees got in and they got a little nest in my bedroom. And how we found out was one of the kids went in there and got stung. So anyway, turned out to be honeybees, and I had to pay for the bee man to come out and get them and get the nest and take them away safely. Oh yes, scones. I love scones. I could make some, yeah. High back shots. Oh, I never knew that about the honey. I'll have to try that. Well, Bex, a lot of people do say, don't they, that once they've got the air fryer, they don't need their full size cooker. That would be ideal for Chantal in that small kitchen, because when she says that she's done all this cooking, I can't see that she's done it, because if she's in front of that cooker, there's no way she's going to be able to bend down, or she said herself she can't stand. Ah, you're going to Fortnum and Mason? Very nice. Yeah, a lot of people say that, Squidge. The farmers markets. We have them occasionally, farmers markets locally. It is, it's a huge oven that they've got, and they don't really need it. and it's not gonna be used that often, is it really? Yeah, she's gonna roast. I mean, it is like shipping containers, like I said before, it's like one going that way for the lounge part, and then one going down for the bathroom, kitchen, and bedroom part. Just for you, back shots, fatso. She did have an air fryer, didn't she? Was that here where she is now, or was it in Canada? I don't know. 7 hearts for saying fatso. I don't get escalating the language now. I'm always glad when I come on, I try to keep, the lives to between an hour and 2 hours, an hour and a half is plenty. Um, back shots. Oh, she did chicken nuggets for Salah. Oh, how nice for a little boy. Oh, do you? Looking after peacocks. How lovely. I used to have, you're having a cornetto. Hi, honeybee. I used to have peacock feathers in a vase and they looked absolutely beautiful, these peacock feathers, until somebody told me they're really bad luck to have in your house. So as I say, I like to keep my lives sort of shortish, and sometimes I'll go on a bit if we're talking about things in depth. But good old Perry, that was your peacock. Yeah, they're beautiful. I've got a chair downstairs, like this one, this chair here, with my nude lady on. See ya, that one. Well, I've got the same chair downstairs, only it's peacock feathers on the back instead of a nude. Okay, Mary, thanks for coming in. Thank you. You're having a Rennie. I used to get heartburn. I still do sometimes. It's horrible. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, I know, Gillywych. I mean, I had that Gmail address up, which I'm not using now. So if they send their junk there, it'll go into the spam and then it will be saved. I've saved it all on a. Somebody said move it out to spam, so thank you whoever said it, because I probably would have forgotten. Oh, dark. How nice to get your veggies that fresh though. Lovely. Carrot greens. No, it's not you, Gillywych, it's me. I posed for that. Yeah, what a nice job looking after peacocks. What do they eat? Silly question, but what do they eat? When we were down in Cornwall for a few months, I had a temporary job. Only there for a few months, but at Tregenna Castle Hotel. I've said this, Demelza, you might know it, Tregenna Castle in St Ives, beautiful place. And they had peacocks there. The fairy biscuit godmother. They need carbs and protein. Where's Mulling Cove, Bex? Whereabouts is that? There's been a lot of trouble in Newquay, I saw. What a shame. Protests and... Oh, what your rabbit eats. I meant what the peacocks eat. What do the peacocks eat? Oh, rabbits are happy with carrots and greens, aren't they? Rabbits are easy. They love mini cheddars, do they? Ah, the lizard. Yeah, it's nice, very nice. Because it's not, or is it? It wasn't too commercialised there. It's many years since I've been there now. Do they? The rabbits like shreddies. I've got some shreddies downstairs. Ooh. I might have some shreddies. It's not built up. Well, that's nice. Falmouth and Sen & Co. Yeah, I've been to Falmouth as well. Ah, ravishing. Thank you. Yeah, it's, what time is it? 10 o'clock. I might take some shreddies with me to bed. Is that sort of decadent? A bowl of shreddies. We used to, when the children were little, Alf and I, we used to take them strawberry picking and blackberry picking often. Yeah, I will, Squidgy. I can do what I like at my age now. Who eats small frogs? The peacocks. Remember at school when they made you dissect frogs? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Hi, Kai Bear. You're just waking up. 8 o'clock in Australia. Good night, Sidonia. Sleep well. Oh, how lovely, Squidgy. Yeah, I used to love having my grandkids stay. Like I said, I used to be, impulsive then as well. Like saying, come on, get up, we're going on the train. And we go down to see my auntie down in near Bournemouth, Muddyford. That's a good idea, yeah, rest on the stroller, yeah. So I'm gonna take some shreddies to bed. I don't care. I just have to brush my teeth again. Do you know, I've never been to Margate, Bex. Never been. Yeah, I warm them up. Actually, I had some of them the other morning, some of the shreddies, and they're proper shreddies. So they're made by Nestle. I can't remember, but they're, the proper shreddies. They're not sort of cheaper brand. But they didn't seem the same as the shreddies I used to have for some reason. Hi, Red Pill. And I like porridge too. Yeah. I used to do that for the kids in the winter. And I used to say, you're going to have that red glow all around you when you go to school, that red glow that's gonna keep you warm all day if you eat all your porridge. And they remember it, the kids do. "Do you remember, Mum, when you used to say to us?" When I broke my was it when I broke my hip? Or was it when I was recovering from my ulcer? I can't remember, but this room here, the kids made the far end into like a mini kitchenette sort of thing with a little fridge and a tea maker thing that you could heat your water in, and brought tea bags and everything up to save me going up and down the stairs. Cream of wheat, yes, that's nice too. You're making me hungry. Dogs in prams in Norfolk. There used to be a man who lived in Earlswood here, countryside part. I'll show you some pictures. It's where Alfie and I used to go of a night when we were courting. We used to go to a pub there and have a ploughman's lunch for our supper. And but there used to be a man who lived up there. And he lived in an old caravan, really old caravan. And he lived there with all his dogs. He must have had about 8 dogs. And he used to black his face for some reason. And I heard that the story went that he used to be a banker. And when his wife died, he just had a nervous breakdown and opted out of everything, went to live in his caravan, just had his dogs, looked after his dogs. And sometimes he would take his dogs out in a pram, high Sufferfish. And he didn't do any harm to anybody. He didn't speak to anybody. He was just a hermit almost. He was a hermit. And some kids went and they burnt his trailer out. They burnt it out. He died not long after. It was so sad. Oh, you've got a peacock that's crippled. They are beautiful though. I saw one with not the traditional as we think of them, with the blue and the blue and the green plumage, but one that was just completely white plumage, white peacock, silvery white. It was beautiful. That it was disgusting. Sufferfish, I suppose it just broke his heart all over again, because that's how he chose to live after his wife died. Um, so sad. Imagine seeing a peacock being pushed around in a pram. I should ask where you live so I can come and watch. It would be a sight, wouldn't it? People can be cruel if they see somebody who's living, a different way of life to them. You don't know the story behind it, do you? When mermaid, when you see the dogs as well, and the dogs have got something wrong with their back when their back legs go, because the back legs went on Amber, she couldn't. And they have the little wheelchairs to help them get around. Oh, you took us to see Prince Charles. That's absolutely true, Sufferfish, yeah. Well, they're the bullies, aren't they? They identify who they think are weak or vulnerable, and they prey on them. They do. Hello, Claudia. How are you, love? I still haven't contacted you. I've just been so caught up with everything. Toast and butter for the peacock. Wow. Oh, Bex. See that? It's sort of when people have said to me, adopt like a dog who just needs somewhere warm, where they're going to get a lot of love and attention and good food and everything. And I think about it, but I couldn't go through losing another animal. I just couldn't. It's heartbreaking, it is. Hi, Caroline. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've heard nothing else from them since last week. Yeah, I've thought of a house bunny, but they make a mess, don't they? Although they can be trained, can't they? And to use cat litter. I just like a dog or a cat just to lie on the end of my bed. So that's it, Squidge. You keep. Yeah, you can lift a box of rabbits. Yeah. Yes, and just keep them happy. Yeah, a cat. I've thought of a cat, Claudia. Or two cats, as my daughter said. You've got to have two. You can't just have one. I do have a cat that comes round occasionally when he can't get in his own house. Hi, Mariam. What? Is she pregnant again? Is she? Another baby for William and Catherine? Wow. I never knew that. I never knew she was pregnant. I haven't got my phone now. Has he got a mistress, Mariam? They say that, don't they? They say he has. And if he has, his father can't talk, can he? Because Charles, like Charles said to Diana, do you expect me to be the only Prince of Wales who's never had a mistress? So is Gilly Ritchie supposed to be involved with Rose, the Marchioness of can't remember, Chumley? And they're divorced now, her and her husband. I think they were divorced after that all came to light when the rumours were going round, but I don't know whether they're true or not. Yes, you said, Dark, you said that. Wow, that you thought she was pregnant. Yeah, get onto the air fryers again, Rebecca. It's a safer subject than mistresses. Wow. Oh, we'll have to have a look. My mum always used to say when another royal child was born, that's another one for us to look after. Oh no. Do you know, Caroline, I just to cheat, think about what you're doing, you know. I don't think you can build happiness on somebody else's misery. Oh, it's not true. Which part isn't true, Squidge? That she's pregnant or about the mistress? I know they deny the mistress. We'd never know about that anyway. I'm fine, Rebecca. Thank you, love. Oh, it's not true. No, well, I wouldn't be surprised if she's not pregnant because she's how old is she now? 40. Yeah, Dark said thought she was pregnant. Hi, Nessa. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. It would be, if she was pregnant and they'd announced it, it would be on the Royal Family page or the Royal Family channel that you can get on YouTube. Money, nannies. Yeah. Dark thinks there's going to be a. Are you do you do the tarot or anything like that? We would never know about it. See, it would all be kept. Look at Diana. She knew on her wedding day that he'd spent the previous night with Camilla, and she said that walking down the aisle, all she could think of is, where is she? How terrible for a 19-year-old bride. You don't do tarot. Yeah, it's the end of the day now, Rebecca. It is 10:15. So I thought I'd come on before I go to bed. It is, it's horrible, isn't it? Poor Diana. I liked her. Oh, very weak. Very weak, Charles will be. He's talking about being defender of, to encompass every faith. Can't do that. It's defender of the faith, of the one faith. If you're going to encompass faith, then encompass all of the Christian faiths, but you can't encompass Islam. That's just my opinion. Somebody asked him a question the other week, Charles. Can't remember what it was now. And he said, I'm not that daft, you know. Or I'm not that stupid. Yeah, Kate's nice. Kate is nice. He made a good choice there. But apparently, Charles, he's refused to see Harry, hasn't he? And William has. Well, he's here at the moment, Harry, involved in a case against some newspapers. And both Charles and William said that they haven't got the time to see him because their diaries are full. Can't do it though, Gilly Ritchie. That would mean that there's got to be a new letters patent or whatever it is they go through when there's an abdication but I don't think Charles is going to be king for long. He doesn't look. He's got very bloated fingers and his feet and his toes. When you've seen his when he was in Australia or somewhere, and you could see All his feet and his ankles are swollen. It is. Diana would hate to see her sons fighting. He's looked unwell for a long time, Rosie's. As a Montecito traitors. Yeah, he's waited a long time, hasn't he? Been groomed for it all these years. He's older than me. I'm younger than Charles, but a bit older than Anne. Yeah, Kate and William, they deserve some time, you know, not to have to worry about ruling, but they've got they've got very cushioned lives, all of them. Well, Charles was 74 last November, I think. Isn't it strange how we've all gotten used now to there being no Queen and just, there's just Charles? No, Gilly Ritchie, neither would I. I wouldn't have swapped my life. I wouldn't mind trying a day to see what it was like. You did, Elsa. Yeah, Charles wanted to be a tampon. How did you leave that down? Yeah, Anne's very honour bound, isn't she? And Edward, isn't he now the Duke of Edinburgh? Gosh, Paul O'Grady. What a shock. You could do a lot of money, a lot of good with that money. Mermaid. People have said to me, oh, I wouldn't want that much. Wouldn't know what to do with it. I'd know what to do with it. I'd make sure that I and my family were okay and everything. And then friends, and then animal shelters, and then the wider community. I mean, not necessarily in all that order, but you could do a lot of good with that money. Oh, has he? Edward's got a phobia. He doesn't shake hands. I didn't know that. Did you not know about the tampan, Caroline? Yeah, he said, yeah. It was caught on the telephone when they hacked into their telephone lines. Princess Margaret, she was a character, wasn't she? She would have been a very different queen to Queen Elizabeth. Very different. Hi, Dreadful. Yeah, it gives you a sense of security. That's it. Camilla Gate. There was Camilla Gate, then there was Squidgy Gate when one of Diana's boyfriends was calling her Squidgy. Hi, Queen Anne, Dreadful says. We're just talking about queens and kings. Hi, Dreadful. Anne would have made a good queen. Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. Tampon, not tanpan. Tampon, T-A-M. P-O-N. I have to think then. And Andrew is trying to slither his way back into royal life. He wants to be an ambassador, uh, some sort of an ambassador. Is it to do with oil this time? I'm not sure. The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Do you mean that one? Sofferfish. You asked for it. Yeah, Margaret was very beautiful woman. Yes, it's a swirling dervish, sing that at school. We used to sing a lot of things at school, you know, our own words to them, naughty words. No, it's tampon. Charles the tampon. Going back for a minute to Paul O'Grady dying, he did a lot of work for all animals, but particularly for dogs, and Battersea Dogs Home. You're welcome, Sufferfish. Did she? And I met him once. He was a very nice, very genuine, gentle, humble man. Very nice man. I saw a photograph of him recently with Camilla as well. Apparently he was friendly with Camilla because when he greeted her, he kissed her on the cheek, you know. Yes, he did get emotional. He did. He died peacefully in his sleep. I don't know. Have they said what it was? Was it a heart attack? Yeah, he wanted to take them all home. And when he was on tour with Annie, a couple of months ago, his domesticated pig died. Had a pig called Tommy, I think, who had to be euthanized. He was 67, dreadful, yeah. And he looked fit, didn't you? He looked fit. Dreadful's got a dreadful name. Very kind soul, yeah. Pigs are, see, dreadful. People say, oh, you know, you dirty pig, or they live like pigs, but pigs are clean animals. Yeah, I saw a picture of his husband. I couldn't believe it when I read it. He passed away. Lily Savage. Yeah. Pigs are clever. They say a pig, when they're born, they're cleverer than a 3-year-old child. I don't know how they work that out. He lost weight, hadn't he? But I thought he looked okay. I don't know. Opossums. Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen an opossum. Dreadful. I've got a friend in Spain who's got pot-bellied pigs as pets. Well, let's not end on a sad note. You know, I'm sure that Paul O'Grady has earned his place in heaven. He's not going to be anywhere else except there. Yeah, well, you've got opossums as well, Claudia. He was a gentleman. He was a good friend of Cilla Black as well, wasn't he? You get called the bird whisperer, do you? That's a good thing to be. Opossum. Demelza opossum. Yeah, he was very upset. He was away as well. To say he was on tour. Dreadful. Have you seen that channel on here, on YouTube, where they have the cameras running 24/7 and they've got raccoons in the house? I don't know whether it isn't called the raccoon house. And they've just filmed the raccoons all and they're so funny. Oh, what you done to your shoulder, Claudia? Oh yes, a date. The raccoon house, yeah. I like watching them. They're quite funny, aren't they, at times? Hello, Jewel. How are you? Oh, they're different. Possums and opossums. You took pictures during the date, Claudia. With your permission, I hope. No, I haven't, Dreadful. Is that on here, the Raccoon Whisperer? I'm good, Jewel. Thank you, love. Opossums are Irish, yeah. County Galway. Oh, no, I can't say that. That's because Nova's from there. Where can they be from? I don't know. He does, yeah, he does feed those raccoons too much junk, really. But, well, that's a bit bad, Claudia. Your shoulder, have you got something to put on it? Do you rub stuff on? Does it help? Those plump, those raccoons, plump, great big bottoms running around the house. Yeah, BioFreeze, I had that for my back. Like his Jum's cats. I haven't seen his cats. Hi, Happy. No, that's okay. You didn't get a notification. I was late anyway. It was a last minute thing. I'll come on and show some clothes tomorrow, but I will put a notification out. The trouble with clothes, I can show you them, and then of course, if I try them on, it's a lot of work, you know, when you've got a bad back. He gives them hot dogs. Does he give them hot dogs? The raccoons. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Squidger? It's no trolls. Maybe we frighten them off. He wants to see you again. I'd be a bit wary, Claudia, if he took photographs without your permission, you know. I'd let him know that you're not happy with that. Yeah, Beck. I mean, I don't know why they keep sending for me for to discuss pain relief and to discuss how I'm getting on, because if they're not going to give me the surgery, nothing is going to change. And I'll cope. I'm okay. He took a picture of your chest. I'd be very, very careful. Squeegee, what do you think of that? I don't like the sound of that, Claudia. Celebrate it. Some people do, you know, they make April Fool's jokes. I haven't been the victim of one. Have I ever been the victim of one? I think I was when the kids were little. Yeah, I think that's Squidgy. It's a bit weird, isn't it? He wants you to cook for him. From your first date? Oh, no. No, I don't. You see, I think go with your gut feeling. If your gut tells you no, then don't. Good night, Demelza. Maybe see you tomorrow, love. Have a good night. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Joel? No, don't let him round your house. Well, even if you need help with rent, Claudia, it's got to be the right. It's got to be the right roommate. It's got to be the right person. Don't jump into anything. Oh no, no. Start promoting your channel, and maybe get memberships. Honeybee, did I say hello to you? I'm just looking at you now. That's right, Gilly. No. Well, either find somewhere cheaper, Claudia, or can you not move in with your mum? I certainly wouldn't jump into a relationship simply because you want help with your rent, honestly. Wrong reason. Oh, good, honeybee. I don't like to miss anybody. Yeah, dreadful, but on a second date, that's reaching a bit, isn't it? To ask somebody to cook for him on the second date and to take pictures of her unknowingly. Oh, no. You helped wash your husband's clothes on the first date, Bex. Wow. Our first date, Alf picked me up at the bottom of the road and at the telegraph pole at the bottom of our road, and he pulled up in his mini car and his mum and his youngest brother, one who's just died, they were in the car, and because he had to go to take his mum to see his dad, who was in hospital. So that was our first date, going to the hospital. I looked after his brother in the car. Alf went in with his mum, and then we dropped them back home. And we went to Earlswood, and that's where we did most of our courting, walking around the lakes and having something to eat up there. Yeah, men like the chase. It's nice to spoil your husband. I mean, when we were first married as well, I used to get a little present every night and put it by Alf's in a plate. I was a baby. I loved him. Still do. All right, Rebecca. Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye, love. Right, I'm going to get off here now because my eyes, if you can see them, they're watering like anything. So I'll come on tomorrow after I've taken my antihistamine. I need to take one now. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Hi, Candice. Thanks, Squidgy. Yeah, dreadful. I do as well. I do. And I feel him all around me. More so than when he was really ill, you know. That's another story. Is he? Your mama. Oh, that's nice, Gilly Witchy. Yeah, he is Squidgy, I know. It's hard sometimes, you know, and it still seems unreal, but no, don't worry, Candice. I'm coming on tomorrow to show you some clothes, and hopefully we'll get back to normal with the streams, you know, and have them a bit more positive. As I say, it's up to the police to do what they're going to do now. I just need to report to YouTube, and then I'm washing my hands of it. And the Gmail address, they can send they, them can send letters from now till Kingdom Come. So going straight to the police. So eventually you're going to be caught. Eventually. And all roads lead back to Chantal. All roads. Coward. Thanks, Candice. Good night, Deb's Day. See you all tomorrow sometime then. Thank you for a lovely stream. For being so nice. Good night, everybody.